You were at my side almost all the time after the bridge collapsed.
Almost. Tell me how you got into the monastery courtyard.
I remember when he said that he wanted only the key points of the story. I'm going into an awful lot of detail for the key points, really.
Ha! And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report! Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task. Finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
It would take a week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire?
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
I don't really care about the envy among Vizima.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
All right, I'll go.
I'm relying on you, Witcher. Where are those axes? Move your asses!
Okay, let's have a look at what we've gotten so far. So armor enchantments. You can only use them with a smithy, and you can add them obviously to your armor. We have just some junk, a rusty steel sword that is less powerful than ours. And then we got a bunch of crafting items, some formulas. I don't quite know how it works in the second Witcher, because I remember in the first one the formulas were actually in a, not in your inventory, but in a sort of in your journal. But here it seems that they're in your inventory. I don't really like that. Don't want, you know, my inventory to be filled with formulas. I'm sure how it works. This is a trap. I'm gonna put it here. Probably not gonna use it, but just in case. Potions you can only use before combat, so you can't use them on the active slots here. Put the bombs. Some more formulas, and that's about it. Nothing too interesting. So, we are supposed to find this back passage into the temple in the village, and we have a bit of investigating to do. And I'm a bit obsessive with loot, so I tend to go to every single house and loot every single thing. I'll obviously try to avoid that since I'm recording. It's not gonna be too interesting, but some of the places I'll still explore. And but since I've already seen this area, I know there's nothing too interesting in these houses. I'm just showing them to you a bit, and then I'll get on to the quest.
you release us, soldier, sir?
No, that was not what I wanted.
The king will decide your fate.
Don't kill them.
Damn it. Anyone know what Valor looks like? The wife wants me to get her some shoes.
What?
Damn it. Anyone know what Valor looks like? The wife wants me to get her some shoes.
Oh, Velour.
And now, horse sons, you'll answer for treason.
I don't know, they were talking about stealing the shoes of the villagers probably. Sounded like an odd conversation. Oh, she's a slow walker.
Ah! What have you done to her?
These people are unarmed.
This is not your concern. Get lost.
This is the sort of persuasion system. The icons are basically different skills you're using. I'm not sure really what they mean. This looks like sort of intimidation, but this is sort of, I don't know, in persuasion. And this is the, I can't remember the name of the sign, Axi, I think. That is sort of like a mind control, which is pretty cool.
Get out of here, now.
It's a little Jedi mind trick there. These are not the villagers you're looking for.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Be careful. You may not be so lucky next time. Find a place to hide.
I must find my wife first. They herded her away with others like cattle.
Good luck.
I mean, generally, I would ask for money because, you know, I'm a witcher. My work basically is you know, helping people, but you know, getting paid for it, not just by the goodness of my heart. However, since you know I'm sort of working for the king right now, and there's bigger things at stake, I just felt weird to ask these guys for money.
Hurry up! We haven't got all day.
Let's have a look at my journal. Alright, so these are the quests that I completed, and yeah, there's a lot of story going on. The journal is very nicely written as basically a story of what happens, and yeah, I spent a lot of time reading through these. I'm not gonna do it with you guys, but they're very well. It's a very nicely done quest log. So here, as you can see, you know, it sort of describes the story as it is, and at the end it says here, eager for blood and booty, the soldiers intended to set fire to the house in which they had imprisoned the townsfolk. The subjects of the La Valettes were in mortal danger, and only the Witcher could save them. Therefore, our hero approached the unit's commander, and a sharp exchange ensued. Are you sort of predicting the future, or what? It sort of hints you at what you should do, really. And these are just general, I think, quests that go on through the game. And like the first game, you obviously have a lot of information on every character and monster and locations and everything, really. Whole encyclopedia of information there.
With those locks.
Where's the commander? There we go.
You've no business here.
Leave them alone. They're innocent.
Innocent? They're with the La Valettes. Weeds that need to be ripped out with their roots so they won't grow back again. Treason spreads like the plague. No one will leave here alive. And you, stay out of this.
I won't stand by while you murder innocents.
So, what'll you do?
Kill you.
I was not after your blood. I have witnesses!
Right. Tree in the way. Let's... Oh crap. Put the shield up just in case. With one opponent it's usually easy enough to, you know, block and attack. As far as I've seen. Ouch. But just in case. Whoa, okay. This is hard after all, I need to be careful. Ah, crap. Right, I need... Oh, okay, that was it.
Let the people out and walk away.
Unblock the door! I'll report this.
Yeah, you do that.
You do that, I'm fairly good with the king.
A single woman, you sons of bitches, and the king will hear of it.
Right, especially the women. They're all for me. Oh, wrong house. Where are you, villagers?
Leave us be!
You're free.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, as well, this is just odd.
Find a place to hide until this madness ends.
But where?
Wouldn't really ask them for money, I mean, they probably wouldn't have any.
Burn down our homes! Made off with everything else! God, why?
Oh. What the heck are you swinging at? I'm over here. Yeah, so there's some sort of chain attacks going on here. If you sync your attacks, like the first Witcher game, I should move away. You can you do sort of combos, and the longer you chain, you can even do combos across different targets. It's pretty cool. It's all good.
Block the passage, quick!
And obviously, since there were enemies around here,
Where are these whoresons coming from? I thought we cleared this.
there's a hint that the passage is somewhere over here. And that's pretty much proves it. Can't get through there. So I'll have to walk around. I'm actually not sure how much of the stuff I loot here in the prologue I get to keep. Because obviously you saw that I'm actually in prison, just telling this story. But I'm not sure how much of all this stuff I get to play with after the prologue.
Why would they bring in a Witcher? We're innocent.
The king will decide your fate.
Because don't really feel like looting a bunch of stuff if I lose it just after the prologue. Right, so we need to change sign. Here we go.